Hey, hey, hey! My name is Tammy, and in today's AccuQuilt translation video, I'm going to be selecting yet another block from Maggie Malone's 5500 quilt block designs. Want to see which block I chose? Stay tuned! So I've selected this block right here, and it is called the Zig Zag Path. And the reason why I really like this block is because it's made up of only two shapes, half square triangles and a square. But I like the orientation of the purple and how it actually creates a zigzag. So let me show you how I'm going to use only two dies from my Go Cube 6-inch mix and match set to recreate this block. The Zig Zag Path block is a 9-patch block, and it is made up of essentially two shapes, a square or a series of squares, and this is die number 1 from my AccuQuilt Go Cube 6-inch mix and match, and half square triangles are HSTs, and this is die number 3. The colors that I've selected for this block, I am using this cream color for my background. I am using this, looks like a navy or ashen blue, and then I'll also be using this gray color. I'm using Moda Grunge fabric for my fabric choice, and I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with grunge fabric, but if you can see here, there are different variations of color in this fabric, and at one time I was very much in love with that look, but I'm becoming disenchanted with it. I just want like a solid blue. I don't want all of the different grunginess to it. So I am trying to use up colors that are my least favorite so that I can justify purchasing more fabric. So these are like my least favorite colors, and so that's why I'll be using them in this block. Stay tuned and I'll show you what the cutout pieces look like. Here are all the elements cut out for the Zig Zag Path quilt block. I'm making two different blocks. The first block will be with the blue as the center square, and the second block will be the gray as the center square. So far, the vibe of these blocks, because of these colors, it feels very low energy to me. It feels borderline sad. So let me put them together and see what it feels like. Oh, I just had a thought. It feels very much like, what is that era in quilting where they were doing like, was it Reproduction or Depression era or Civil War? I'm not sure because I'm not a quilt historian, but it's giving me like historic vibes. So stay tuned so you can see what both these blocks look like once they've been sewn together. I've pieced together the elements that make up the Zig Zag Path block. So you have two different blocks here, and each block is a 9-patch. And so you can see here with the gray, and then, here with the gray, and then here with the blue, and then there with the blue, the beginnings of the zigzag. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to piece together all of these units to complete the blocks, and I will show you what they look like once they're finished. Stay tuned. Ta-da! The Zig Zag Path quilt blocks are completed. On the left-hand side, we have the block that has the blue as the center square, and you see a gray zig here and a gray zig here, and then a cream zag and a cream zag. And then on the right-hand side here, we have the block that has the gray as the center square, and we have a blue zig and a blue zig, and then the cream zag, and a cream zag. What do you think? I'm on the fence as to which one is my favorite. It's definitely giving me like Civil War vibe, that kind of energy, but I don't know. I kind of like them both. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.